morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on wherever you are listening to me from. My name has always remained Ebo the Inspirationist. And this morning, I want to inspire you. But before I inspire you, I want to take a moment and thank God for His goodness, for His loving kindness, for His protection upon our lives. We bless His name evermore for every single thing He caused to come in our way. We thank Him for guiding our thoughts and ordering our steps, lest our foot dash a stone. We bless His name evermore without end. Today, I want to talk to you about humility or being humble. Humility or being humble. Many people have had their definitions for humility, but this morning I'm going to really elaborate on how one can be humble and what this humility can really cause us our lives or can really add up to us in life. Being humble means being meek or modesty, not arrogant or pride. Okay, so imagine putting a cup on a pipe stand and expecting it to be filled with water. It is never going to happen, and it is never possible, because if you want the cup to be filled with water, you lower the cup beneath the pipe stand so that the water will pour into the cup. What does this mean? What this means is that before you will be filled, you would have to humble yourself. Before you would learn more in life, before you attain certain heights in life, you have to be humble. It is said beyond doubt that to be a good leader, you have to be a good follower. In order to learn from your leader, in order to learn certain mistakes that your leader had made, so that you will correct that mistake and not implement it in your own leadership career. I am here to tell you that to be able to learn or become the greatest person in life, you have to be humble. A pride person doesn't receive anything good. No one would like to work with someone who is proud, who is boastful, who will always hit their chest and say, I was the one who helped my boss do this. I was the one who even gave my boss this idea to do this. Bosses really admire people who give credit to them instead of owning that credibility. That is what I'm talking about today. It is good to own all the positions. It is good to claim all the good names in life. But you have to notice, or you have to come into a conclusion that being humble will let you achieve a higher height than you ever expected. Be humble in any way and be humble in every way. When you are being humble, or when you are humble, people really respect you. I have friends who are really down to earth, and instead of looking down upon them, people give them the highest or the maximum respect, because they recognize that it is not easy to be humble. It is not easy to be down to earth. It is not easy to look up to someone with so much respect. And so people give back respect to these people. I have sat down to look at people with pride and where they have gotten to in life, and it is of no match to people who humble themselves so much that they will make you look down upon them. But yes, so these people are not looked down upon. Anyone who looks down upon a humble person is a pride person, is a prideful person, is someone who is arrogant, is someone who is boastful. And this morning, I want to encourage you that being humble is not being foolish, excuse my word. Being humble is not less in value of yourself. Being humble gives you the privilege to learn. It is better, I was telling a friend that it is better to be called foolish and still achieve what you want in life than to be termed as wise and not achieve anything in life. So let's say I am known as a fool, or I'm being known as a humble person. Everyone would like to associate themselves with me, even bosses. And one thing about bosses is that the longer you keep with them, the more things you learn. So as they teach you, as they do things in front of you, you learn. You ask questions. Boss, what is the meaning of this? Boss, what is the meaning of that? And they get the time to explain things to you because they know you are very humble and that you are not going to turn up on them sometime to come, or you are not going to challenge them in life. So they take their time to take you through the process than someone who is very boastful and arrogant. So this morning I want to let my conversation be very long, but I'm encourage you to be humble, to be meek, to be modest. Live a modesty life. Live a meekful life. Don't be on top of your game. To be on top of your game, you have to be humble. You have to be kind. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you. My name has always remained Ebo the Inspirationist, and I want to encourage you to subscribe to my YouTube channel